Today we're going to cover 5 of those global gold hubs, namely London, Zurich, Mumbai, Hong Kong, and of course, Dubai. Welcome back to In Gold We Trust. I'm your host, Matthew Wilson, and with me as always is my friend and colleague, Miriam Nejmi. Last time, you may recall, we discussed what happens to gold after the mine. How does gold go from ore to investment-grade bullion? What are the steps in between? So that could be everything from what kind of paperwork and traceability is required, logistics, and how the price is set. Today we're going to discuss global gold hubs. You may be wondering, what is a global gold hub? A gold hub is a location that's very important to the gold industry. And this could be for a variety of reasons. It might be because they have refineries located there. It could be because vaults, free zones, special regulatory regimes, as well as connections to international markets. Today we're going to cover 5 of those global gold hubs, namely London, Zurich, Mumbai, Hong Kong, and of course, Dubai.
So about London, we know that the LBMA is what gives the gold price worldwide. Why? Because it has been historical through the Commonwealth, due to colonization in Africa, etc. It's the hub where there is the most gold stored, right, Matthew?
That's right.
So over the world, we can also see that London, it's the market where we call it like over the counter because it's trade there. We saw on the previous episode that the LBMA is composed of 129 companies that set the price of the gold. So, Matthew, can you please define a little bit what is the over the counter?
Of course. So over-the-counter refers to paper gold. This could be ETFs and other kinds of funds where gold is traded but may not move physical location. For example, in London, you have many vaults, especially underground, that's storing large quantities of gold. So say investor A wants to sell investor B a certain quantity of gold. That quantity may be located in these vaults. And while they make the agreement and the transaction outside, this gold does not change location. It stays in the same vault, and only the owner of the vault changes.
And this is also when banks can fraction the gold, and when you can buy the gold on your banks, etc. Right?
Exactly.
For the second hub, we will speak about Zurich. Why Switzerland? Switzerland is considered as non-politically exposed, or
because as you know, Switzerland is very non-aligned internationally, politically speaking, and they also have a famous reputation for discretion when it comes to finance. Additionally, they've also built a large infrastructure of major refineries. So there's a lot of large companies there that have a long history of refining gold.
So Switzerland holds around 50% of the world stock of gold, and
so they refine over 50% of it annually.
Yeah. So
these large companies like PAMP, I'm sure everybody knows PAMP Swiss. That's kind of one of the more famous bullions. You have Valcambi, lots of other different companies like this. That last time, remember, we talked about after the gold is turned from ore into doré and then refined further into bullion. It's a large majority of the world's bullion comes from Switzerland.
Okay, so Switzerland is the white country, so that makes it the best place to keep the gold and trade the gold. So I think that the competitive advantage, again, is the political neutrality and the financial stability, as well as the strict regulatory and the global reputation over the years and over the history. So the gold refined in Switzerland is globally more accepted for trade and central banks holding.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's switch with Mumbai. Let's go to India today.
So Mumbai is kind of like a major entry point into the subcontinent for gold. It also has large jewelry hubs, things like that, because there's a lot of cultural and also religious context for gold in the subcontinent. So I'm sure you're aware, India is the largest importer of gold in the world. I think it's annually around 700 plus tons a year.
Mm-hmm. It's also sold premium.
Yes, that's right. So the market in Mumbai is usually, like we said last time, around 3 plus or minus percentage points above the rest of the markets in the world. So it's very desired to really get your gold into India to sell there.
Yes, so the economic behavior is to edge.
So as we discussed, there's a lot of kind of cultural and religious significance for gold in India. So we can watch the market spike, for example, during Diwali and Dhanteras.
The weddings.
Absolutely. They're infamous for this, right? So like gold is a hedge, as you say, not just financially, but I guess also on an individual level. So actually, this is kind of a thing that's normal within Asia, but I think especially in India. So the gold at the weddings, oftentimes kind of like a face-showing measure, right? Mm-hmm. So you're kind of showing your status to other families, especially to the other family that you intend to be intertwined with, along with the community. So for people there, I think it's really important to be able to show that status, and the number one way to do that is gold. So actually, I learned a lot of things while researching for today's episode. One of them really interesting is how deeply culturally ingrained gold is in India. So it's associated with the goddess Lakshmi, right? The Hindu religion is one of the oldest in the world. Mm-hmm. I think it goes back about 4,000 years. Anyway, so there's a lot of history in India of rulers just being obsessed with gold. And then you have the Mughal Empire, which came later. I think it was in around 1100 AD, not sure. The Mughals had a lot of Persian influence. They came from kind of Iran, that region. And they brought with them kind of a lot of elaborate architecture. So things like the Taj Mahal are inspired by this. And they have kind of a fascination with really elaborate design with gold, precious metals, precious stones, etc. And then the other thing I learned during this podcast is exactly how much influence the British Empire has had on the global gold industry. In India, in particular, you may be aware that prior to the British control of India, British had the most amount of gold, probably.
Okay, so gold represents wealth, purity, divinity in Indian culture, and they purchase like massive quantity during Diwali, Dhanteras, or excuse my accent, Dhanteras, and during the weddings. Mm. Let's navigate the world and go to Hong Kong.
So in the past, Hong Kong has sort of acted as a gateway to mainland Asia, especially China. As you may be aware, once again, due to English colonial legacy, Hong Kong, always a lot of things to do that. But Hong Kong has very developed logistics and financial infrastructure. So in the past, that was kind of a very prime area to enter the rest of Asia. Obviously, due to the changing political landscape, Hong Kong as a gold hub focus is starting to shift away more towards Shanghai and Singapore, but it still remains relevant. For example, before the year 2020, when a lot of political changes took place, Hong Kong was the primary route for shipping for gold from Europe into Asia. And also, as a byproduct of that, in the past, there was also a lot of processing facilities in Hong Kong as well. So served a lot of purposes.
So the history of Hong Kong is like, especially if we can speak about big bank there is HSBC, mm-hmm. Who has this strong heritage of Irish, and actually they were already like taking the gold, also playing as the UK was doing, to really like be the bridge between Europe and China.
Mm-hmm. So, and like as we said, focus on Hong Kong as a gold hub is starting to diminish a little bit. As we said, it's going more to mainland China and Singapore, especially Shanghai and Shenzhen.
Okay. So our favorite place on earth, which is Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
So let's speak a little bit about the Dubai hub, because we're here and we know what's going on and how Dubai has become on the top 5 of the city of gold worldwide. So
absolutely. So Dubai is kind of at a crossroads between East and West for the gold industry, strategically located, I guess, between Europe and Asia. So Dubai acts sort of as an aggregator for African gold and for European gold, for Asian gold, and sends it different directions.
It's also because due to his connectivity to worldwide today, as even Emirates being one of the best.
Is it the busiest airport in the world now?
Good question. I think we need to check that, and we will give you the answer next time. But also, they really develop this kind of, I can call it the Switzerland of Middle East.
Yes.
Right? By creating DMCC, trying their best to get out of gray lists in order to accommodate financial instruments from Europe to here. They also increased their demand of refineries and building up more refineries to.
Yes, that's right. So actually, around 2022, Dubai introduced the DMCC and Dubai Good Delivery regulatory regime. Mm-hmm. So that kind of brought it in line with other international norms like LBMA and OECD. So this brought a lot of trust into UAE. In fact, Dubai started it and the rest of the UAE adopted it. And so because of that, you can get investment grade bullion that's traceable and ethical and in all other ways considered worthy investment. So good delivery status, as they say.
Yeah, so Dubai really has positioned itself as a fast, transparent, and trusted node in global trade, gold global trade. So in summary, what we can say about all those different hubs, what are their particularity? So, and we can also see through our experience with Afrimex, our UAE and Dubai has accommodated us to...
Surely. Well, I can say from my experience, they have a very efficient, quick, and easy customs regulations. So it means that it's quite simple to ship gold here, pick it up from customs, clear it within 1 or 2 hours generally.
Of course, if you have all the documents, etc.
Of course. All right, that brings us to the end of today's episode, short and sweet. So to recap the global gold hubs here, we have London, which is kind of settles the price around the world for gold. As we said last time, it might not be the final retail price, but it is the benchmark that everybody follows. Also, it's kind of the center for paper gold, over-the-counter gold transactions. Then you have Zurich, which is a refining base of the world, and also kind of inspired a lot of the regulatory regimes that occur today. And then we have Mumbai, as we said before, has a lot of cultural context with gold, which contributes to it being the largest consumer of gold in the world. Next is Hong Kong, kind of a more historical gold hub, but still relevant today. And then we have Dubai, kind of the gateway between worlds, between East and West. Please join us next time where we discuss gold as a safe haven asset. Miriam might not be joining me that time because she's away for travel, but I will do my best to do it by myself. You want to give us the...
Yeah. So also on the 26th and 27th, there is the LBMA conference in Kyoto where Afrimex will be represented there. And we will be giving a podcast about how this went. And thank you so much. Again, if you need any topic to be spoken about, we will be happy to drive the subject with Matthew.
Absolutely. And as an aside, I would say if any of you happen to be at the conference in Kyoto, let us know. Maybe we can meet up.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And don't hesitate to come to Afrimex.